Hi there. So I want to talk about time. So one of the greatest mysteries of life is time. What is time? Do we have a limited amount of time, or do we have an extended or an infinite amount of time? One of the things that I'd like to say is I've been thinking about this for the past little while is that eternity watches over time. So, for example, when we're living on this planet, we are fastened to time. There's no escaping time. But when we leave this world, in a sense, we enter eternity, and so in that sense, time is infinite. I know it's kind of heavy, like mind blowing, kind of, but time is infinite in eternity, and so therefore eternity 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 watches over time. Okay, so forget about that for a second. So let's come back to this world. So uh, we live in the structure of time. So I will also say something that I've been thinking about recently is that time has to have an objective meaning if it's going to fulfill, if it's going to be constructive, or if it's going to give our life's purpose. So, for example, you know, uh, there is a quote, there's a verse in the Bible which says to renew the time because the days are evil. So, the Bible talks about time. So, what do I mean when I say that time has to have an objective meaning? For example, whatever meaning you put on your time, or whatever value or meaning you put on your time, therefore that gives it its objective meaning. So there's different kinds of values or meanings or values that we can put onto time. There's different meanings that we can put onto time. And so I will also posit or say that whatever value or meaning you put on your time, that value then takes on a limitless characteristic. It takes on a um, limitless value, you could say. So, like, if you've heard someone say, "I value my time," um, that's probably because they've decided that their time has an objective meaning to it, and so they've placed a value on their time. And so whatever value we place on our time, that value has a limitless meaning. And so will time come to an end? It's a good question. There is something that Catholics say in the uh, glory be. It goes, "Glory be to the Father, and to the Son, and to the Holy Spirit, as it was in the beginning, is now, and ever shall be, world without end." So the world will continue. When Jesus comes back, the world will continue. But time, I think, at that point will have made a change. It it will, uh, you know, time in a sense is a mystery. It's a mystery. So time will take on a different characteristic after Jesus comes back to this earth to set up his kingdom. But that doesn't mean that we will live without time. However, in this world, uh, we live in the structure or the boundary of time, and so everything that happens on this planet, whether it's from the moment that you wake up to the moment you go to sleep at night, everything is running on time, and so that's very important because we don't, when things are going bad or there's crisis in the world, just take into consideration that God is in eternity, and God is watching over time, and he, in that sense, has control of time. He can't alter time because it's a fixed absolute, or I don't know what you call it, but it's a fixed structure. So time will consistently keep on moving. And if we want to value our time, we have to, or it's a good idea to find a meaning, an objective meaning to time for ourselves, so therefore we can live our lives with purpose and with hope. All right, thanks very much. A little bit about some ideas and thoughts that I've been thinking about time. Thanks.